everyone, Bec here, and welcome back to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Part 2. I don't know how many parts this is going to have. It's going to have lots. We're going to pick up where we were just at in the last episodes. We've done our tutorials, and we are on our way, and we're trying to find Yennefer.
Let's go.
Let's go. So if you didn't watch the first part, in front of us we have Vesemir, which is basically, he's another Witcher, and he was the Witcher who basically trained us. There are not many witches left in the world. Can we go a bit faster?
War is not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders, as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
A little tip for those who have never played before and you plan on playing, I would highly recommend sticking to the roads until you get to a higher skill level or get used to the game, as there are creatures everywhere.
Oh, there, Roach.
Why are we stopping?
Faster.
There we go.
We going? Help me! Help!
Oh gosh. Never a dull moment. Talk about being thrown in the deep end. False alarm? Not for this guy, for us.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Poor dude.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh,
Yuck.
you'd like a reward, I suppose.
What for?
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
How did we help?
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Do we trust him? Do we trust him, guys? I reckon.
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Perfect. Can we help him out more? Poor dude just like lost everything. Greetings. I have to say, this game is a few years old now, so there's obviously other games out there that have probably better graphics, but the graphics in this game are really great, especially for the size of the world. Wait, Bec. Can you tell I'm not a horse rider?
A griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? We're near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Populated areas. You're nearing a village. Don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen won't tolerate theft, and they won't look kindly on you accosting others. Local residents often erect notice boards near settlements such as villages and cities. These are marked with a symbol on your map. Examine them to learn about contracts, work for witches, and local happenings. So we are going to do that because I want to try and do as much of the quest as possible. It will help us to level up.
Come on now.
Don't touch me. Oh,
Sorry.
the old oak tree. Inside and devilish like a listen one day. So folk naturally was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking.
Probably should have actually tied Roach up, or is he just going to go?
So it worked.
Just going to go eat whatever? Okay. Prick.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is your coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
There's a lot to do with those places in the last game and the war that happened.
What? Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
I'm guessing we're going to have to kill it.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bran? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
It was a good idea to talk to the guy and tell him who we were looking for. Free food, can't go wrong. Should we just get straight in, or do we want some food? We'll do all of... Obviously, the highlighted yellow one is to progress the story, whereas these other ones are just side things that sometimes you might not be able to ask again. So I'm going to go
There
through
a
them.
contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the black one's permission first. And seems they hanged the lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
War is bad like that. It is good for the economy in some regards, isn't it?
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after all.
So at the moment, finding Yennefer is our main quest. Do we want anything?
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Buy and sell items using the shop panel. One thing that I'll get into later is these cards. it may be best to try and purchase some. Later on when we start purchasing them, we'll have to remember who we've bought them from because there are certain ones. I'm going to get that one because it is a leader card. But we'll get into that at a later date. I think it best we get some food. To be honest, I don't think it's really worth worrying about it too yet until we get the story going.
Thanks for everything.
It's not really needed at this stage. So now we're going to ask around. Presumably. Or we're going to... Oh no, we're sitting
Help you
down.
bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
When someone says that, you know that shit's going to go down.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
I didn't mean to press that. You're going to hear that a lot. I didn't mean to do that. I pressed the wrong button. I'm average at best, I said in the last episode.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Oh. Options marked with this symbol will make use of Axis sign. This sign influences people's minds, causing them to act according to your will. To charm more stubborn individuals who would otherwise resist during a conversation, invest in the delusion ability. Shall we see if it works?
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Oh, fuck.
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
I wondered if that would cause a scene. Oh, we're good. Okay, I thought we were going to start a brawl. Alright, so we come from that direction. We can also do this. Use our Witcher sense.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
Talk to this group of guys.
The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Let's go through all these options.
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Well, you sound painful. Why are you here?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
I think it's fair. I think if he wants to go and do that, then go for it.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down. War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Alright, well this guy was a
Gotta
little bit
go.
helpful, I
So
suppose.
long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
I didn't think we'd get into Gwent this quick. Hopefully this doesn't take too long for the episode, but we'll do it. It is a major part of this of the Witcher series, and I think it's actually been made into its own standalone game as well. So Gwent is a card game, basically just for
Why not?
gambling,
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
and there are achievements to go with it. Welcome to Gwent. Gwent is an ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. Choose a card to redraw. To begin, you draw 10 cards. This will be your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so use them wisely. This is a unit card. The number in the upper left corner indicates its strength. When placed on the battlefield, this value is added to the total strength of the player who placed it. This is the unit's combat icon. This icon indicates the row on the battlefield where the card will be played. Some unit cards have special abilities. This Kedwenian Siege Expert special ability is called Morale Boost, which gains 1 strength to all units in the same row. Weather cards. Weather cards are a type of special card. They reduce the strength of all cards of a given type on the battlefield, including your own. At the start of each game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw. But let's skip that for now and go straight to playing. Yeah, I probably don't have enough cards. Here is the battlefield. This is your side. This is your opponent's side. During each turn, a player may place 1 card on the battlefield or pass. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you a special ability which can be used only once during a battle. Trigger this special ability at any point by pressing on it. I guess it didn't actually say. Press to select a card from your hand. Press again to place it on the battlefield. Our turn. So we're going to start. So I'm going to start. Let's just put a foot soldier down. I haven't played this in quite a long time. The number on the left by your icon shows the current total strength of your unit. The number on the right shows the total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a card is played. At the end of a round, the player with the highest total strength wins. During your turn, you can pass by holding down. Once you pass, you cannot play any more cards during that round. Your opponent can continue playing cards until he or she passes as well. You should pass when you are confident that you can win with the units you already have in play, or let your opponent win and save your cards for the next round. That is the strategy. There are 3 rounds. It's best of 3. A round ends once both players have passed. The players then compare the total strength of their units to determine the winner. All cards on the battlefield are discarded and both players' total strength is reset to 0. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, at least anyway. This feels so weird. I haven't played this in so long. And in my head, I'm wondering, do I let him win? Now, these were the ones I'm just going to show you. Each one affects a different row. So this is the close combat. So that's where I've got most of my points. So I would definitely not put that in. This one is all the siege combat, which is the very back one. So that might be worth playing right now. See, it knocks down that top one to 1, whereas we don't have anything in that one. And then they've just played a clear weather, which cleans it out. So that was useless. I think we'll put down 1 more and leave it at that. Otherwise, we're going to run out of cards. Yes, I'm going to hold. Because now he's going to have to play another card to win that. Okay, maybe not. Maybe if I pass and we're on a duel, that's fine. The player who loses a round also loses a life gem. The game is over when once a player has lost both life gems. So yeah, best of 3. I didn't realize that they won a tie. I should have realized that. That's fine. So we've still got 6 cards each. I'm not really sure how this is going to go. But the thing is, we can come back and beat him, and this might trigger there is a quest to do a certain amount of these games to become a master at it, basically. Okay, so they've passed. So they're allowing us to win, to leave their cards for the next round. That's fine. Hopefully, with the cards we've got left. Northern Realms faction. I didn't read that quick enough. But it allowed us to draw another card, so that's good. So one thing I've done is you can see I've left this one, which is the close combat, and we don't really have any close, or we don't have any close combat left. So we can use that. If they use any close combat, we can get rid of their score. You can also see that one of our items there has just leveled up to 7 when it was a 6. Because of the person I put next to him, he is a healer. I can't remember the names of them all, but you know. This is me trying to remember how to play the game as well. Oh no. Well, see, he's just done that to himself as well. So he's dropped his own score down as well. And now we are going to put that one on and freeze him. Yoo-hoo! I was going to say, the first one, surely we would win. It'd be pretty bad if I lost in the tutorial round. We hold to pass and we win. Typically, you usually win a card, so let's see. Pro tips. There is no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for later. Each deck also features its own heroes. Heroes are high value cards immune to the effects of special cards. These powerful cards can turn the tide of battle, and we have to find them in the world. Acquire more powerful cards by completing certain quests or purchasing them from vendors.
Well, you've a knack for this game.
Why, thank you.
If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Awesome. Alright, so we've got a book there that we can read. New item received, a miraculous guide to Gwent. If you would like me to actually read them, I could do that as separate videos because I think they may be longer. So in here we can see our quests. So secondary quests, our collect them all has come up. So that one takes quite a while and goes throughout a lot of the game. Here are your currently equipped items. Different types. Vitality. Equipping the items. I don't think you really want to sit and watch me go through all this. Pause it and read them if you want to. I just wanted to see what the book is. My goodness. I don't want to do any of this. I actually... Quest items. Oh, so it's actually really not that long, so I will quickly read it. And then I might end this episode here. The tome you hold in your hands, commissioned by the most gracious Duke de Berry, shall make use of magic most arcane to display which Gwent cards are currently missing from your collection. You need but open and repeat it in your mind, how about a round of Gwent, and the following shall appear. Oh my god, I did not know that this was here. I never used to care about looking at what we picked up in, especially in regards to books. So the first time around, I did not know, and I used to go, "Oh my gosh, where are all these cards? Who have I not seen to get my card from them?" So that's really exciting, really helpful. Okay, so just got this one more person to talk to, and after that, I'm going to end the episode. I know it's getting a little bit
Looking for
longer
a
now.
woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Do we drink? I feel like we might need to. I
Fine,
think this
I'll have
guy
a
is going to
drink.
need us to be friendly.
Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course.
Yes,
The only way
Dandelion.
a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
I love that little eye roll.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter O'Deem, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Oh gosh. Is he going to be the sappy one? The sappy type? That'll give me information if I talk to him about love. Okay, let's do
Guessed
it.
it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Especially because he's seen
Before you
Dandelion.
appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
I was expecting there to be conflict in here, but obviously there was none. So now we've got our next place to go to. You can see it's in 531 steps, presumably steps, meters, yards, whatever you measure your things in, foot. I'm Australian, so we use meters. But I'm going to leave this episode here. This one's probably quite long, and they're all probably going to be about 20 to 30 minutes long. I'll try and keep it to about that. Not that it really matters. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comments, feedback, suggestions, everything, leave it down below in the comments. Like this video and let me know how you're going and how your day is. I would love to talk to you if you've been watching this. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll speak to you next time. Bye!